Good Monday afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to some more Slay the Spire, where today we will have more mixed results. And we also jumped right in there. Why do I say we're going to have mixed results? Because I want to win, so we're going to do our best to focus here. But I think, I ain't promising anything, I might have a few tangents to go on here. And they're very important tangents, of course. Mostly stuff that I just saw from watching some Facebook videos, like the short ones, and of course some thoughts I had on the way driving home today. Hey, I don't really want most of this. If anything, I guess I'll take the 100 ducats and hopefully that will pay off. That being said, of course, we always try to win. Go for the George, right? Gee, there's like 15 elites in the first few floors here, huh? To be expected. There's a double shop, eh? Can I get some fireplaces? 1, 2, 3, 4 fireplaces there. I can go for the... Yeah, let's go for the 4 fireplaces. That seems good. So, start off today. My Monday has been wonderful, mostly in part because it's a half day for me. What does that mean? Well, I don't think I was recording. No, I was not recording at this time last year, but... Wah, wah. I can remove... 6 damage... and I'll take 8 instead. That's like a trade you can get. Mostly in part because it's summer fun, so sometimes I work, you know, if things are going well. If you get your desk in a good order, which it will be because it's not the busy period, hence why we have these days, you get the rest of the day off. I get 2 of these a month. I'm getting my first one here for, what is it, July? I'll get another one sometime at the end of the July, and then I'll get 2 in August. It's going to be great. Hey, yo, fuck Office Centers, Bane. I wish that was not a stipulation of this run here, but oh well. Let's do a physical deck. See if that can work. So just out the gate, we're off to a good start. Normality this early is deadly. Go ahead and upgrade the beam cell for extra turns of weakness. You would give me that curse, you son of a bitch. Okay, and this is a decent opener. I don't mind it at all. Man. So yeah, I got off of work pretty early today. Feels good. I'm driving home, and like I said, I'm not someone who's like against fast drivers. I'm in the fast lane, so we're going pretty fast as usual. It's just, there's always this deep-seated fear, speaking of fear potion, in my mind that if I'm driving fast, the police have an excuse to pull you over. And that makes sense, right? It's like, hey, you know, you're over the speed limit. Slow the fuck down, we're gonna pull you over. Is it just me, though? Whenever you're driving and you see a police car, you could be doing like, you know, the actual speed limit, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. It's just like this deep-seated fear, and you see it in all the other drivers as everyone slows to like a snail's fucking pace when they get next to the police car. It's like, oh, I gotta give them no reason at all to pull me over right now, like 0. They cannot pull me over if I'm going so far under, unless they, you know, want to pull you over for going under, but that being a case I've never had to experience before, makes it seem less likely. You get what I'm saying here? Like, oh, yes. Like, it's just like, just give them a reason pretty much. It's like, I don't even want to take the chance, and I feel like that's everyone. And with like this new law that has been passed in Las Vegas, Nevada, where if you're driving in the fast lane, far left lane, you're pretty much allowed to basically speed, and like on the stretch of the 15 that I take to work, people basically go like 80 to 90 almost at all times, especially in the morning. Is that me admitting guilt to being one of those people in the morning? Yeah, well, if there's like no cars out there and it's just a cruise, yeah. But like even like the slightest glimpse of a police car, it's like, oh shit, instant anxiety just rushes through me, no matter what the case. And I could not even be speeding, and I'll still slow down. I'm not a fast driver though, but the road is clear. We're gonna go for it. I don't think any of this fits the bill of what we're doing. Barrage, kinda, because we will get our orbs stacked up eventually. But if we're not going for that sort of deck, I don't want any of it. It just doesn't fit the theme. Get me a nice, spicy upgrade here. I mean, that hitting for 6 is kind of good. It's not like the best upgrade. This is like just an all-around amazing card. I think probably one of the best commons for this character. Unless I'm finding Gremlin Knob good and not curse myself. Happy to say, not the case here. And you know what? I was gonna say, you want to hit me for 9, go ahead. Hopefully that's not just me in that situation, but I don't know. It's not like I have like this horrible negative stipulation towards the police, although I understand if you do. Like, it's completely understandable, because many events in the world, but I'm not someone to like really get into detail there. It's really a mixed bag issue sort of deal, and that's like way too political for me, like anything else. Why talk about polarizing politics with me when we could talk about plums and pancakes? And I've said that many a time before, because it's true. I'd rather talk about plums and pancakes any day of the week to begin with, Maybe not plums, but I think of another fruit or food that starts with P, and we'll talk later, alright? No, please do. Like, that's a bit I want to do, but I got nothing about, like, no other food. Just pancakes is a breakfast food, and, you know, you get talking about breakfast is like, you know, the thing people do. And by the way, this is just one for the fans out there. If you're one of the people that gets criticized for not eating breakfast, hey, that's fine. There are more important things than breakfast sometimes. Hey, Tim Marino, you could have killed this guy, huh? Yeah, you absolutely could have. You still can. Thank you, game. Appreciate the mercy. Alright, we just need to do 12 here, and this deck is going to be hot garbage. Alright. Very good. I mean, he's dead either way. No, just one of the topics today. But yeah, pretty much in a good mood today. I know the last video, again, makes me sound like I'm, like, down in the dumps. Thank you. When it's not, it's just like, I don't know. Some days you just don't feel like doing anything. Today, I felt pretty energized. I mean, for the most part, when I showed up to work today, and, like, I saw the notification on my, like, Outlook, it's like, hey, Tim, today's your half day. I'm like, oh, why, yes, that's right. You would give me Mummified Hand on a... Like, the game always does this. I say I'm going to do one run, and then it gives me, like, a billion things for runs I'm not doing. 2 upgrades here. Odds are it's not going to hit anything I like, really. But it's, like, 2 good upgrades, so why not? Hey! My baby. Okay. Am I crazy to think Meal Ticket might be a good buy? What the hell? Oh, I knew about this. Do 15 damage? That's just a really good strike, really. I kind of want to try it. Is this like the deck to do it on? No, probably not, but I don't mind most of this. And let's actually get rid of that curse so we have a little bit more rounded deck. You think I want a Tempest in here? You're absolutely right. Could be a good opener. There's a lot of turns where having Tempest would just be nice. It's good passive damage. Alright, we spent most of our money. So, you know, was the whole police driving thing really the big deal you want to talk about? I mean, kinda. Maybe you can relate to that, maybe you can't. I mean, if you live in America, you probably can. It's like driving country USA all day, every day. Just because I want to see it. Yeah, that's nice. It's not a lot, but it definitely puts a smile on my face. Give me the spoon bender here and we'll call it even there. So I can keep refreshing that for just billions of gold. Second beam cell, you know what? I don't think like stacking up a bunch of beam cells is good per se, but I don't think it's actually bad either. And you know, just like this, we have a deck that does work. Is it like one that wins? No, not necessarily, but it can if we just get a few more pieces of the puzzle here. Just your 20 gold, huh? I could get out of control stacked with that one. Speaking of stacks, I think you upgrade your defensive options here. You got a good thing going on. So you just really need to defend up and lay into this guy as best you can. I would have liked a few other options here, but, you know, not a big deal. And Ascender's Bane, really, just fuck off. Alright, it's already gone. Here, what do? Well, you Beam Cell for 1. You Hyper Beam for 2. And then you realize Tempest is actually worthless if you have Hyper Beam, so why did you pick it up? That's a big brain play if I've ever seen it. Okay, and we're nearly dead, which is bad. That's to be expected against Hexabud here. Okay. Hand of Greed, that's just good damage. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I should have played stacked first. Him, what are you doing? I mean, there's no point. I should have just played both damages there. Okay, we are one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Like I said, it's going to be a mixed bag today. Thank you for the Hyper Beam. That's just good damage. One more of those when we need it the most. Hell, if we draw it like on this rebound here, I think we can kill him. They need blocks. Thank you. Thank you. Believe it or not, that's actual damage live before your eyes here. And just enough block. Okay, so Tempest easily was a terrible decision. And you don't need to tell me twice about that, but I think... I use that word loosely right now, because thinking seems like a strong word for me at the moment. We're going to make it excellent. We are. Things are going A-okay. So what else happened today as far as news goes? 2 Hyper Beams, huh? Or an Echo Form, which means you can just play a Hyper Beam twice, or you can play some of these sick blocks you have twice. Or play Hand of Greed twice. I mean, Hyper Beam is actually just the more consistent play. I think I'm going to take it. If I can get an Echo Form later, I'll be happy. And are we playing more than we can really afford to eat right now? Yeah, kinda. Because we have Beam Cells in this deck. Don't make me take Cracked Crown. Because I don't think this is, like, on most cases, good. Don't make me do it, game. No, baby, no, baby, no. How many 0 costs we got? I got, like, 3 of them. Don't look at Tempest. Tempest was a mistake. How often are we playing 6 cards? Yeah, like, in the best case scenario, it's like 1, 2, 3, and then you'll play 6. So as long as we keep the 0 costs low with the current lineup, you know, charge batteries aside, I think this is the better play. Don't shoot the messenger, or don't. I mean, I'm not even the messenger. I'm just like your office boy, but you know, don't shoot me. Both in the game or in real life, please. I have a lot of things to look forward to in my life. Maybe, like, you know, getting married. Don't start with me there. Okay. First, let me glance over and make sure I'm actually recording. You know, this is the standard split. Is there anything else in my routine that I would do at this point? You know what? Let's preemptively. Sorry, we're taking a big pause here. I'm just gonna mute my Facebook chat before I get distracted by, you know, the next XD meme post my friends want to throw at me. And speaking of memes, that's actually another nice segue. It's something else I wanted to discuss. Minorly. And it's just an opinion piece, but like, are memes moving too fast? Like, I only bring this up because I feel, well, obviously, hey, why are you saying that? Well, I feel like, one, memes are moving like a little too fast for me to keep up with in the modern day era. What am I saying here? Like, it's just consistently like, there's a good joke or good meme going on. It's like, yeah, I'll get behind it. I like having a good time. Jokes are fun. I wasted my potion here, by the way. It's like a big fan right now of what I'm still liking. The Captain Planet meme, like, is this a blank? I love it. I love it. Like, is this an upgrade? Okay, I mean, I broke the meme there because that's the exact thing it means. It's the point is, do we filter through memes so fast these days that we can't even keep up with what's actually what is actually humor and what is actually just, you know, a boring joke? Honest opinion, honest thoughts as well. Hey, 2 damage for 13. Probably a good idea. I think we're moving too fast. Like, when I was in college, like, one of the memes that lasted what I would like to feel like was the lifetime that I was in school. Thanks for the money, son. Was the Darth Kermit meme. And you know what I'm talking about when I say Darth Kermit. It's like, you know, it's Kermit talking to himself, and there's like Kermit in like a hood here. It's like, you know, angel or devil sort of situation. I loved it. Like, there were so many good situations you could use that meme. Gone to the wayside now. And, you know, to be fair, that lasted a long time. Hey. Hi, Tempest. Please, like, if you give me any sort of orb that's not power, I'm gonna be real upset. Motherfucker. Okay. Sorry, I'm so coarse there, but I'm mad. I'm a mad lad. I really think we just go for him. Like, the bird, like, the bird can fuck off. How about that? Good damage. Decent block, and if we need to, we'll just toss a potion on that guy and be done with him. But yeah, like, we zoom by memes. I don't even think the Captain Planet meme's around anymore. Nowadays, it's this, it's the car salesman meme, which, to be fair, it does get a nice chuckle out of me every now and then. I'm like, yeah, that's not bad. Speaking of things that are bad, so orbs for 0. But yeah, the car sales meme, I'm on board with it. It's kind of funny. Like, there's some of them that are really good. Like, my favorite ones are obviously not like the smack, you know, here's a picture of the Steam library. This bad boy can fit so many unplayed games in it. That's probably like the best actual use of it. But my favorite ones are not bias cognition. Not any of this. Pass. Other ones where it's like smack something and then it's like, you know, it just breaks the rule of the meme. So like, you know, the bear one, it's like, here's a picture of a bear. Carl Salesman. Smalesman? Smacks bear. Run. That's the entire joke. It's good. I like that. Short and to the point. And I can picture this, you know, goober in a suit actually doing something like that. It's fun. It's funny. Hey. I'm a fan of that. Any elites coming up? I could, like, completely cowered out from fighting any elites and we're good. But is there anything I would want to get along the way? Debatably. Do we have the HP to survive to there? Probably. Would it help if I upgraded another card to do so? Absolutely. Let's upgrade Hand of Greed here. Much like the card says itself, I am greedy. But yeah, back to my point. Like, the memes, they're just flying by, and I want to keep up, but like, I'm not gonna say, you know, we're in an office, I can't keep up. That's dumb. And if anyone says that to you, it's like, come on. All you gotta do is like, you know, have any group of friends, you know, it's basically ask like what the meme of the week is, or like, hey, someone post a meme for me, I'm at work, and then bam, there it is. At least it is for me. I can't talk for your situation. If you're in a situation where you don't have that, my deepest apologies, or my, you know, deepest envy, I guess, because sometimes I would just like to work, and it's like, hey, my phone's going off. It's like, oh, why are you checking your phone? It's like, I don't know, like, maybe something's happening with my mother, and I need to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the phone. Well, you do this, obviously. Is it a few extra coins worth, like, not speeding up this fight? No, it's not. So, despite we have the Hand of Greed, let's not be greedy. But you're absolutely right. Like, I could just not pick up the phone. It's a fair criticism. But, I'd rather do my due diligence to make sure everything is A-okay with my family. And then, sure enough, I open my phone, and they're like, hey, there, look, here's a picture of meme. It's like, you know, smacks bear, run. It's like, okay, well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the laugh right now, but you're killing me. And if any of my friends are watching this right now, don't let them be a Slade, or a Slate, I should say, or a Slight. I mean, I don't know, dude. English is hard for me. Towards what we do. Keep them coming. Like, without those, I probably would not survive some of my days at the office. Of course, right now, it's not the case, because things are just so chill. I mean, look at me. I'm home already, and it's Monday. Been home for like a few hours, and I have a lot more left to go. What would I remove if I could? Hey, like Ascender's Bane, maybe? I don't want to remove any of the cards I have, because they're all kind of good. If anything, yeah, there is something we can get rid of. Get rid of Dual Cast. Why Dual Cast instead of Zap? Because if I at least play Zap at some point, it'll do something for a little bit. Dual Cast is just on average like only an enabler, and it's only an enabler for like something that's going to be pretty bad in the long run, so excuse me as I pass there. Like what else? Like I'm trying to think of other things that were popular when I was in school. Freaking SpongeGar. I was a big fan of the SpongeGar memes. Good time with those. Also gone. And if you don't know what that is, like it's literally that episode of SpongeBob where it's like the prehistoric SpongeBob. He's like very surprise face, like he's my friend Bron or something. And it's like, you know, me after I graduate from college, it's just SpongeGar and a freaking like what's it called? Headpiece and tassel or whatever. I thought that's pretty good because that was also me after school, except more tears, as I was unemployed for way too long. But you know, better times are among us. Also, the amount of money I'm getting from this Hand of Greed is pretty minuscule. Still enjoying it on the way. Hey, is this an attack card? See, look, I did it. I nailed it. Anything to upgrade? Nope. I'd rather rest here, in all honesty. And it's the suck guy, so as I've mentioned in my last video of, what's it called? I want to say Endless Legend, but that's not right. But with a wizard game, anytime I can use the word suck as far as my games are concerned, it's a good game for me. Ooh, this is a hurdy turn. Okay. Start with you. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So we'll just delete one of these guys, get the block on the table. That's 20 block. It ain't doing, you know, Banger's job here, but also Banger's not a word I want to use in my day-to-day life. That's something I get to use on the course of the internet, and I won't get looked at funny. If I say that at work, I feel like some of my coworkers look over me and be like, him? And not even like a judging tone, just like a, what the fuck are you saying, dude? And, you know, people on the phones, careful. Although the amount of things that get said around my office sometimes while we're on the phones, it does give me a chuckle. I'm just like, oh. Kind of funny. But in most cases, also, Hyper Beam right now. Loving this deck. That is the situation. We are working professionals. We are very good about background conversation while we are all doing our excellent customer service work. But you may think I say that out of satire. No, I take serious pride in my ability to pick up the phone and assist someone. And I'm not even joking. I'm just some dingling who's never worked a customer service job in my life, and I can do it with some proficiency. Fuck yeah, man. So, what do you do here? I think you shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you'll land along the stars. Along and among the stars. Because if we draw a Hyper Beam, this guy's gonna die. So there's no point in sort of whittling these guys down. I need Hyper Beam right now. Okay, didn't get it. So we got a blocky away, and then we may as well start chipping one of these guys down. One Hyper Beam secures me victory. Please, I have 2 in this deck. You son of a bitch, I have 2 Hyper Beams in this deck. Okay, we've crushed 1. 36. I think I'm okay. Yeah, just barely. Thank you! This is a damage card. Appreciate it. Alright. Good to go. Speed Potion on deck. Seek? Yeah, man. Seek is probably the best card in the game. Don't take Inserter. Worry? Like, these are all kind of not what I want. I could turn Zap into something potentially useful. Could turn Hand of Greed into something more useful towards the end here. And if there's anything else, I could turn Sender's Bane into something else. No, you can't. FTL probably can get turned into something else. Yeah, like, but if it turns into something I can't use or is just completely disenergist, like, no point. So we'll take Orrery. It's the best out of the mix here, and that's kind of sad to see. Streamline, potential. Another stack, potential. A Claw. I don't know if this deck's a little too thin for Claw to work out. Another stack. There's like a lot of blocking cards here. And this is a tough choice. So at the risk of like over blocking here, maybe because I did that mistake last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9, 10 damage cards, and we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it's an even split, right? So you'd think like, hey, you could squeeze in a Streamline for a little extra oomph. Squeeze in another stack for a little extra smack. I don't know where I'm going with this. No, you don't even need to rhyme. Another stack to... I don't know, dude. You pick up your own words right now. And a buffer just to have, like, those free turns. You need an upgrade buffer for it to really be worth playing on some turns. Might not be a bad idea, though. And against something like the Transient, I will like that. I don't want any of these. I'm just gonna, like... I'm making a lot of fun noises right now. The Club is... I don't know, dude. And also, I'll stop doing that, because I probably sound like a goober. I don't know, man. Like... Sweeping Beam, it's AoE damage, which might be nice against some of, like, the blob monsters. I'll have extra energy from some of these charged batteries on average, so I will be able to squeeze out an extra card. Let's do it. Let's try and stay under 30 so we don't get too thick here, alright? You want to stay thinner than a bowl of oatmeal? Yeah, you get that reference? An inverse joke to what that man said. You know who I'm talking about. Good video. And let's spend the rest of our cash immediately? Yeah, pretty much immediately. Oh, you treat me so nicely. Thank you. We will block, take 1 damage, squeeze out 13 more. Yeah, dude. That's a trade I'll take any day. 1 more Hyper Beam, please. 1 more. Okay. Streamline, already glad you came. Also, the fact that you were upgraded definitely helped out more. I will take it, but now we're getting to that point where it's a little too much. So what do you do from here? Loop does nothing. Leap is another block card. I could thin out my deck. I can thin out a defend and grab a leap. No, actually, here's what you do. You grab a leap, you thin out this, and you're still under that 30 deck limit. Any of these will help out, as this would. This actually will help out a little bit more in the final fight than you think. Also, final fight is against the Time Lord, so I was trying to think of a meme there, but you know. But did I not finish my discussion on that? I mean, there really was nothing left to say outside of like, yeah, memes fly by so fast these days. I can't keep up. That's pretty much the entire story I was gonna go on there. And maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. I don't know if I'm alone in that camp. But you know, I feel like the whole topic of like a meme these days is it's so bizarre to think about. Because one, I'll give you a little insider knowledge here. When I was in college, and like the presidential election and all that jazz was going on, I had to take some, or like do some extracurricular stuff to get some free points for some classes. Not because I was failing, and it's not me being defensive, it's just me throwing out a statement there. Also, I kind of enjoyed doing some of those extra things. Like I went to volleyball games for my economics class that I so nonchalantly didn't study for, and then got like a D-, and then the teacher's like, hey, by the way, remember guys, extra credit if you go to the volleyball games. I'm like, damn, he planned this. The absolute madman. And it worked. Also, the volleyball games were excellent. Like, I can remember some of those girls just absolutely slaying the competition. And more power to those ladies, because they were insane. But like for like some of my, I forget, like maybe it was, I think it was like my, yeah, it was my political science class towards the end of my schooling days, let's say. This is a smart next level play for later, and it'll pay off. I remember I had to go like to some like events or like speeches or like basically talks people were doing. I'm a little scared. Team sells a freebie. That does more than a regular block, so that's good. Ay, that's just 18 damage, the fucking transient. I just need to survive this last one, please. Okay, we have a lot of good stuff in the discard, and by that I mean I can block, 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 block. Jesus, that's just still awful. But I went to a speech that was literally, the topic was the memification of politics, and you know, given the the last election race, there's a lot of like gags basically going on with that, but it was an actual topic, the memification of politics. And you already knew I was like interested in that, like from the word go. I'm like, okay, this is something my speed. Speaking of things my speed, there's like 3 daggers on the screen here, and I'm not too pleased. You see, you didn't listen. The whole not too pleased thing is very relevant right now. Like, extremely relevant. What the figgity up, guys? I need to draw Hyper Beam. If I don't draw Hyper Beam, I'm just dead. Don't let this end, because I have so many more tangents to go on. Thank you! I'm still, like, in a lot of trouble, and I'm about to be in a world of hurt, but... Excuse me while I charge battery. Okay. Good enough. But yeah, that was, like, an actual topic of discussion. And it was actually, like, an amazing presentation, I guess is the right way to say it. It was good. Like, he raised a lot of valid points, and like, you know, if you haven't caught on to the big gist of things when it comes to politics and like the whole debate thing to begin with, like, you know, it's mostly for entertainment in my opinion, and that's sort of like how this guy presented it to me, and I'm like, yeah. And then, again, I'm skirting around the edge here because I don't want to really get too in depth with things that aren't video games pretty much, but I don't want to transform any of this. Can I transform Ascender's Bane? I would love to, but I don't think I can. But yeah, like, he raised that point. I'm like, you know what? He's right. And also, like, is this my generation's fault? Like, we're getting into the scene of like, hey, we can actually, you know, vote and stuff now. It's like, hey, the politics thing's going on. Let's throw some memes at it. It's like, yeah, that seems like something we would do. Absolutely. Okay, I can get 16 block. I'll take 10 damage. Think it's the right choice. This floor, it does not fuck around. It wants to kill you, it will kill you. You don't need to ask for permission. If it says you die, you die. Okay. 10 block, 13 block. Decent. Decent damage on him, only moderate damage back. Sweeping beam. I just need a hitty card. And that is the exact hitty card I need. Good to go. Yeah, is it my generation's fault, like, the world's like this? I don't know. Hey, give me another stack, because why not? And 31 is basically 30. Unceasing top ain't gonna happen. Sorry. I'm glad they gave me the choice there. They were just like, hey, Tim, fuck you, have another transient. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. By the way, if this is actually the case, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't say my generation, I should say our generation, because a lot of us that are hanging out here, we're within the same cohort. So is it our fault that we memed up politics, or was it a joke to begin with? I don't know, man. I'm just having a good time running my GABA right now and playing some cardy game. I hope you're enjoying watching the cardy game today. You got unceasing top! You literally said it wouldn't matter, and it just did. You dingleberry. Hey, too focused. That's pretty bad. Nah, yeah. I don't care about most of that. Do care about a nice little resty here. I was gonna say please no combat, but it's pretty much guaranteed. This guy might actually fuck me over. And I hate to think that is gonna be the case. because he might just fuck me over, man. So let's take this time to get a good bit of damage out there, and you know what? Let's go ahead and do that while we're at it. The meatball is a good bit of damage there. It's just, I can't evoke any of these. But the extra energy is going to be... Baller? Can I say that? Can I say that without people looking at me funny? That's still something we say. Hey, Unceasing Top God Ascender's Bane. Thank you. Let's go Streamline, Handy Greedy, Strikey Strikey, Energy. Alright, we're looking good. This is the nasty turn. This is a good turn for Buffer. Oh my lord, you would. I would like to save the Buffer here, but that's fine. One more turn, hit him hard. Well, hit him nonetheless. Hey, if I get turns like... Ooh! Wait. Okay, no, that's bad. Ah, fuck. I was gonna say that's good because I can't play it, but I can, so... That's bad. Please. Don't hit me. Oh, I'll hit me. I'm crazy. Anyone watch AR? I don't know. I don't think there's much more of a tangent to go on with what I was going there outside of, like, that was an actual, you know, thing I went to after the fact. And it was fun. Like, I got to be, like, all pompous and, like, bigger than I am because after the event, like, they had, like, the little... They had, like, you know, it's a pompous, like, freaking bougie little after-party thing. After-party, I should say. It's a freaking political thing. They had, like, the square cheeses and, like, the charcuterie and, like, the bits of meat and Ritz crackers, because thanks, UNLV. You did your best sort of deal. So it was fun. And I got to, like, talk to, like, some men and women that were all dressed up in suits, and I'm just like, oh, hello, yes, I am so-and-so, and here's my mayor, and I'm like, yes, and they're like, yeah, give me your card. It's like, I don't know why I need this card, but thank you. Thanks for the card. Hopefully we can become good friends. Like, if you're looking for a future employee, call me. Oh, no, looks like it didn't work, guys. Okay. What do you do here? If you block, should you choose to accept that reality, you can save some damage. Is it worth more to get more damage out early? I think it is. Keep this pressure on. I'll take 6. You know what 6 is to me? 6 is basically 0. Okay. Here, Hando Greed, easy. Hyper Beam, also easy. Extra energy would have been nice. Not having it. Because all we need here is just a few block cards, and by a few I mean any block cards would have been better here. And we would have seen great success. So I'm going to get 2 of these bad boys going, and then we're going to roll over that energy. You hate to see a stack fly by like that, but them's the breaks sometimes. Just terrible. Okay. We got 2 stacks in there, a Hyper Beam and an Ascender's Bane. If anything, I would like to... Good. Yes, this is as good as it's going to get. Our damage output is pretty abysmal. So, we are going to do our absolute best. I should have just done that. Take minimal damage here. Please do a turn, like buffing or something. I need... Yes, now give me both my Hyper Beams. Where? He's getting strong, and if I'm not drawing blocks on certain turns, I'm just gonna die. Let's be upfront and honest with it, right? We're not in a good spot. Okay, you block, and then you block. That's okay. It's that weakness that really is doing me in here. Ugh. Do you do anything else other than attack? Could have swore you had other abilities in your repertoire. I may have just wasted that. Yeah. I mean, this is good because I can just double stack, so... Thanks to that. 14, okay. Send help. Hand of Greed! How dare you fuck me over here? I'm still alive, but just barely, and this guy's gonna get that heal in a second. Go. Move quickly. Don't look back. Don't give me... We're choked. It doesn't matter. Shit. Okay. That's blocking for 9. I can play all my cards that I need to. No, I can't. I need to block. Okay. Wait. 8. That puts me at 20. Puts me at 30. I'm dead. Stop wheezing at me, you slug motherfucker. Am I dead? Let's do some math here. I can only play 2 cards. He's gonna get a strength up, so I'm just fucked. You wouldn't do this to just a poor lad, would you? You absolutely would. You motherfucker. Hey, nonetheless, thanks for watching. Definitely, I feel good about this one. As a video, not as a fucking successful Ascension 10 run here. That achievement will still elude me. Until next time, though. Regardless, it's still Monday. It's still early. Let's see if we can do some more gaming today. Stream tonight, of course, as per usual. By the time this goes up, though, like, it's sort of after the fact. So, you know what I'm saying. It's basically done by the time you see this. Get yourself a snack, get yourself a lunch, because it's still early here. And we'll see you on the next one.